Yeah, good day, guys. How are you doing today? Hope you're fine. You're welcome to another week of learning. And in this week, we are going to learn about bookkeeping, bookkeeping, and bookkeeping ethics. Okay. So last week we discussed about shopping tips. And we describe shopping as a process of searching for goods at the market, which can also be done online or at a local nearby market. So, to revise on our last topic, the question says differentiate between the needs and wants. Differentiate between needs and wants. That is, what is needs and what is want? What is the difference between them? So let's hear your response to that. Having revised our last topic, let's now take it to our new topic, which is bookkeeping and bookkeeping ethics. Before we move into our new topic, let's quickly look at our lesson objective. So for this week, what is our lesson objective? Our lesson objective stated that at the end of the lesson, students should be able to define bookkeeping. 2, you should be able to give the simple meaning of tab. And lastly, you should be able to state 2 importances of tab. So these are our lesson objective. And what does this imply? This means at the end of this lesson, after our interaction, you should be able, if somebody asks you what is bookkeeping, you should be able to define what bookkeeping is. And somebody asks you to give the meaning of tab, you should be able to give the meaning of what tab is. Tab, T-A-P. Okay. So, under bookkeeping, we are going to look at the meaning of bookkeeping. We'll look at the ethics in bookkeeping. We'll look at the needs for tab, that is the need for the ethics in bookkeeping. We'll also look at the problems of lack of tab. Okay, so these are the few things we will look at in today's class. So let's take it one after the other, and let's see how far we go in today's class. So let's take it with the meaning. Let's start from the meaning. So, what is bookkeeping? Yes, what is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is the art of recording business transactions into the book of accounting in an understandable way. What does this mean? This means bookkeeping is a process at which you record your daily business transactions into the book of accounting. What is the book of accounting? The book of accounting is the book at which you use in recording your day-to-day business transactions. That is a book of accounting. So the system at which you record the transactions which occur in your business into this book of accounting is what we refer as bookkeeping. And somebody may be wondering, what is transaction? Transaction is the activities which occur in business. For example, you as a seller of bread, or let's say you as a seller of clothes. somebody comes to your shop to purchase clothes from you, that's the transaction. Okay, the process of buying or selling of goods, that's what we call transaction. So the process at which we now record this transaction into the book of accounting is what we refer to as bookkeeping. So I believe you understand what bookkeeping is now. So let's all look at the ethics in bookkeeping. Ethics in bookkeeping. First of all, we need to look at the meaning. Ethics in bookkeeping are principles, rules guiding the bookkeeping process. That is, the rules, the guideline, the principles that you as a bookkeeper you need to follow when recording your business transaction. That is what we refer to as ethics in bookkeeping. Okay, so this ethics is called TAP. T-A-P. TAP. Okay, and what's the meaning of TAP? TAP simply means transparency, accountability, and probity. Transparency, accountability, and probity. That is what TAP means. Okay, so now what are the needs for tabs in business transaction? Okay, what are the needs for tab in business transaction? Yes, there are needs for business, there are needs for tab in recording business transactions. Why? Why do we need this? One of the needs for transparency, accountability, and probity in business is that, one, it allows proper record of business transactions. Okay, it allows proper record of business transaction because when you are transparent while you are recording your business transaction, definitely the transaction will be recorded properly. Okay, and then another thing is it enhances fairness in recording business transaction. It enhances fairness in recording business transactions. Yes, it's fairness when you are transparent, you are accountable, you record the transaction with all fairness. Understand? So it actually enhances fairness in recording business transaction. Another news for tab in recording business transaction is that it ensures a good account record. It ensures good account record. Since the transactions are recorded with all fairness and honesty, definitely it will be what the record will be what will be properly justified. Okay, so and another one is that why tab is needed in business is that for uh you know for adequate and accountability. Adequate accountability. If you record your transaction with all fairness, with all honesty, there will be proper accountability. Yes, there will not be mixture of transactions or misfund of business capital. Understand that? So these are some of the reasons why tab is needed in business transactions. So let's now look at the problems of lack of tabs in business. The problems of lack of tabs in business. Some of the problems of lack of tabs in business is one, it destroys bookkeeper's image. It destroys bookkeeper's image. Any bookkeeper who cannot follow the rules of tab, which is transparency, accountability, probability, will surely get its reputation destroyed. Because there will be suspicious of fraudulent, even when you have not committed one. But then you will be suspect of that. You can be accused of being embezzled the companies or the business fund because your record is not following the right procedure. Okay. Another one is that it lowers someone's integrity. Yeah. It's like, your integrity will be jeopardized because you fail to do the right thing and your account is showing something that is not clear because you are not transparent in your record. Okay, so your integrity is going to be destroyed. So, and another one is that it can actually put the bookkeeper into problem, into big mess. When I say mess, you know what I mean. When you are suspected of fraud, definitely you could get yourself arrested or jailed for it. So this is why you need to follow transparency, accountability, and probability while you are recording the business transactions. Okay, so there's a quick one we want us to look at before we round it up, and what is it is due process. Due process in business transaction is the same. It's more or less like you following the guidelines of recording business transactions, because in business, if due process cannot be followed, definitely all the initial problems that we have mentioned earlier of lack of transparency, accountability, and probability is what is going to happen. So the process have to be followed. Okay, this process have to be followed, and the process, is the way at which things have to be done in business. The way things have to be done. You sell goods, it must be recorded. There is no excuses of you being forgetting about it. You can't say you forget to record the transaction. You'll be alleged of fraud. Understand? So you have to follow due process. So this is where we are going to end our lesson for today. We continue next time, but before we end our class, let's quickly take our lesson objective that says define bookkeeping, and number 2 says give the simple meaning of tab. Give the simple meaning of tap. And lastly, state two importances of tabs in business. So let's hear your response. If you have idea to ship in your ideas. If you have contribution to make, please ship in your ideas. Until next week, thank you.